Fall is here. In case you missed it, we changed over a ways back, and with the warm temperatures that we have right now, it manages to sneak up on you, but it won't be long. It will turn cold. James Anderson is here with Approved Home Improvements to talk about your tuck pointing and why today is the time to inspect and make the necessary repairs of that tuck pointing. And you know, it is, welcome back, by the way.
Thank you, Ken.
And it's been warm, and it's going to be warm for a little while yet, but eventually it will turn cold. And once it turns cold, the damage is kind of already done in some of this tuck pointing and this mortar work.
Yeah, I mean, the damage this time of year has basically been done last year during the freeze cycle, and what we're trying to do this year is catch it before you get into another freeze cycle, because if it's already taking water, extra water is going to get in there and the damage is going to it's going to accelerate rapidly.
Do you not want a tuck point when it's really, really cold?
Well, if you have a chimney that's taking water, you really don't have any choice. But when it gets really bad, if we have somebody that has a fire or damage, we have to completely build a structure around it and heat it. You can't just do it in the weather. So it is possible. There's a lot of extra expenses that goes into getting it done. I was just going to say, that just makes it more expensive, which is why now is even better reason why now is the time to get it done. We have some pictures of some of the damage and some of the things that you've worked on. This is a church we're working on right now, and the picture to the left is what it looked like when we got there. And we had the tuck point from the windows up around the whole building. The whole top of it was falling over. And if you look at the bottom, it looks like the whole building's been re-tuck pointing. We just cleaned the rest of that brick. We have some pretty amazing cleaners, and basically it looks like the whole building was tuck pointing, but just the top 4 or 5 feet was tuck pointed.
But I'm going to take a wild guess and say that there was some sealant as well.
Oh, when we got done, that whole thing is sealed, because they had that sealed previously, but it's been almost 15 years, and they had got past their point, and that amount of time, the damage on it had really taken over. And the reason, like on the tuck point, the reason on a chimney that is so important is there's stuff inside that chimney that you can't see, just like there's stuff inside those walls that got damaged when that happened. And everybody tells me, we'll show them a hole in their chimney, and they'll be like, well, that's a very small hole. And I say, well, your chimney works on a draw. So imagine this, if you had a cup of water and you're trying to drink out of it, if somebody took 2 inches down in that drink and put one small hole with a needle, it would work fine till you got to that hole. Then you would get air and no fluid. Your chimney does the same thing with a very small minor damage. It quits drawing the smoke out. It starts staying into the home.
Yeah. So chimneys are important. Tuck pointing is important. You've been doing this for a long time. This is inside, right?
This is effervescence. This is what a customer can look for themselves. This is where it looks like it's white, and they say, oh, that's because the winter was built in the winter and froze. No, that's because your structure's taking water. The house is the warmest part. It's going to draw it into the home. It's going to leave the salt behind. That's salt from the evaporation process. If you look up at your chimney and you see, that's the outside of the chimney, what it looked like when we got done with it. And the top of the chimney was completely blown apart, needed rebuilt. That's how the moisture got in there.
I know you always...
That's it before we started on it.
Okay. I know you always offer a great deal for our viewers. Tell us about that.
Right now we have a $350 to seal a one-story house, $100 for a one-story chimney, $200 for a two-story. But what we're doing, anybody that has our tuck pointing bids right now, or anybody that calls and gets tuck pointing work done, we're doing a free gutter cleaning on the house up to 3,000 square feet, which is $390 value on a 3,000 square foot home. If you're holding any of our tuck pointing estimates, or you got it and you need it done, we're going to include that as part of the tuck pointing bid, because that's a water problem too.
Sure.
Just like your chimney, we can save you a lot of trouble before winter comes.
Sounds like a good idea. Thank you, James. For more information on Approved Home Improvements, to find out about all the services they offer inside and outside your home. Oh, I see they took a picture
That's
of you.
brand new. We're picking that up today.
Oh, they put that.
Putting it into service. They got me all cleaned up for that.
And you got your picture on the side there. That's great. Find out about all the services they offer by calling 314-780-6080.